Welcome, beautiful light beings, to Crystalline Ascension's Divine Light Illuminators. I'm Alicia Lucas Hall, and I'll be co-facilitating the sharings with Eva Lucas. Eva and I are co-creatrixes of Crystalline Ascension and known as Ascension Guides to assist, support, and empower souls and starseeds to embody their true divine essence, bringing them back home to their heart, their ascension journey, and the evolution of unity consciousness to weave the rainbow dream of heaven on earth. We're here to connect you with fellow star brothers and sisters who are sharing their divine light and essence. We'll be hearing about who they are, their mission, purpose, and vision, and what their divine offerings are to you and all of humanity. Eve's a little frozen today, so we're just going to wait. Okay, you're back.
Yes, thank you, Alicia. Well, okay, today we welcome Bahar Shakti, an intuitive soul healer, quantum body talk therapist, and priestess who is passionate about being a facilitator for others on their journey to self-healing and reconnection with self. She has trained in holistic healing modalities, committed to raising awareness of inner child trauma, assists with planetary healing and ascension, as well as producing ascension art to uplift the consciousness embodied authentically. And it is beautiful. I've been checking out your art pieces and they are absolutely gorgeous. She specializes in lymphatic drainage, essential oils, inner child healing, and empowerment workshops with the Cosmic Unicorn Sovereign Trust. Bahar, we are so delighted to share your divine offerings within our Crystalline Ascension Global community. Alicia and I are connected to Bahar through the Rose Sisterhood. Bahar is a beautiful sovereign mother and priestess who has a kind heart and holds space with divine mother's love. Welcome, Bahar. We are so honored to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much, Ava and Alicia, as well, for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, Bahar, you have recently shared on Facebook a beautiful picture of you in your priestess robe. Would you like to share a bit about you and your priestess path?
Sure. So the Priestess Path started for me around 2018, and I've got to interact with Stella through her music, Stella Fairbairn, and previous to that, having been to Glastonbury and to learning about the Magdalene consciousness and the Priestess Path. It just drew me in when I got to know her, and after considering, I chose to do her Blue Rose Temple offerings, and then we started off with learning about sovereignty and the 144 qualities of love, and then going into more on claiming back sovereignty, and then from then on, we went on to the New Magdalene Codex, and then moved on to the Pearl of Isis, and now the Rose Spiral Priestess offerings, which are just all about raising, raising consciousness and assisting humanity, and just bringing people back into the pathway of the heart, and connecting back to the true wisdom of the heart. So that's how I got into it, and it's just been it's been wonderful, and it's been such a wonderful support as well for me being in this priestesshood, and getting to know all the other lovely priestesses and feeling the support, and also we're doing our bit and helping out. So it's wonderful.
Yes, beautiful journey. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Your web site shares many holistic healing modalities. Can you share more deeply the different types of healings that you offer?
Yes. So I started off when I started my journey, when I had children, is when I started training in alternative therapies. I started off with body talk, which is all about balancing the body, mind, bringing in the soul as well, bringing in balance to all areas, and recognizing that they're interconnected. And it's like, you can't just look at one in isolation, because they're always linked. If you have something going on with your body, or in your mind. And so I started off with that, and then I also trained in the lymphatic drainage technique by Dr. Veltheim, so the Veltheim lymphatic technique. And this can be done also it can be done distantly, because we can tune into people remotely or through Zoom meetings, and it's wonderful because we can also help them to do emotional releases at the same time. So it's not just working on the lymph; it's kind of like a lymphatic technique with a bit more difference. I mean, it's a bit more conscious, I guess you could say. And then there's also the soul healings and the inner child healings, which I got to learn about through Lynn Morris and one of the priestesses, and having gone through my own journey of going through the inner child work and soul healing. I now offer this out to others, and there's also the guardian empowerment inner child work that's being offered through the Cosmic Unicorn Trust, the Sovereign Trust. So that was set up to offer these things out to others.
And the guardian empowerment, they're just workshops, or they're healings as well?
Yes, so the guardian empowerment, we've done it as a recorded workshop, so it's available to purchase through the Cosmic Sovereign Trust website, and there's also a Facebook page. And also, we can also do them as one-to-one sessions with people. There's teenage and children's workshops, which can be done one-to-one or can be done as group sessions. The group sessions, they kind of look at things like breath work and a little bit of journeying, opening up their creativity, and getting answers from within. So it's all about going within into the heart as well. And it can be done. It can be adapted to either one-to-one or group sessions, and depending on, some people feel more comfortable in groups, some people don't. Yeah.
Yes. And you offer this worldwide, online?
Yes, online on Zoom. And I can also do remote sessions with things like Body Talk, where I send a recording. So sometimes that works for, children, when you have, say a child has difficulty sitting on the Zoom, or parent doesn't think they can sit on the Zoom, then, the recording works just fine. And I record the session, I send it to them. They just have to listen to it. There's usually a little bit of homework, like, can you just tap out to this session, like tapping the head, heart, and the gut brain, because that's one of the main sort of things we do in Body Talk, is getting the three brains to rebalance, to reconnect, because we're so disconnected now from the gut brain and also the heart, I guess, because we're mostly trained in our heads, aren't we, in school and things. So it's just getting the consciousness back into the gut and detoxifying those, releasing those belief systems or those blocks that are connecting us to our inner wisdom and our ability to discern, ability to make the right choices. So that's what we kind of do in that. And I've sort of combined the three. And I also, what I'm aiming to do this year is to offer 3-month sort of like a course of 9 sessions. So it will be 3 of each, the lymph drainage first, because we know that, clearing out the old stuff and the lymph, like they say, drainage precedes supply in osteopathic principles. And so if we can clear out all that old stuff, and then, 3 sessions of Body Talk, where rebalancing the body, mind, and, any physical issues that the person might have also, or emotional, anything. And then 3 sessions of soul healing, inner child kind of combination. So I would like to offer that out this year. And I think that continuity would be good, because then, people can see, the person can see the difference. and really kind of let go of the old stuff. There would be other things that I would add, like meditate, give them a lot of extra things that like meditations and essential oils, and maybe, they can also access the seed nutrition, because that is I think the seeds have really helped me, and I'm sure that I've seen also with the testimonials, they've helped so many people to deal with physical issues, as well as to just kind of feel more alive and feel more vitality, because seeds have got they've got 30 times the nutrients of the plants, and unfortunately our food it's been kind of, all this has been removed in a lot of the foods that we eat, like for example raspberry seeds. We don't get those, and grape seeds, Chardonnay grape seeds. Those are the things that are in the seed nutrition, the things that you can't really buy, in the shops, and of course black seed. So yeah, that the combination of those things, and to really help the person transform and to commit to their transformation, to be more authentic, to let go of the old, to step into their sovereignty, because there's also the opportunity to do the sovereign decree if they would like to, and I would walk them through that, and to just be more connected to themselves, more connected to their higher selves and their purpose, because once you let go of the old, then you can definitely step into that.
Yes, that sounds like a beautiful journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for sure. I definitely like how when souls offer journeys, because you can really go really deep with them, and you can really see the transformation, like you had said, versus maybe just a one-time healing with anyone. It's never a one-time thing. It's the journey that really counts and really transforms us and really allows us to release and bring in that new essence for ourselves. Yeah.
Definitely. I think, with 1 or 2 sessions, you can deal with something small, but
Yes.
if you really want to see the transformation, and for me also, I've gone through the transformation of doing this on myself. And then, I noticed, after doing body talk for years, I noticed that the soul healing came in, and the, going into the heart, that was another piece. Then there was inner child healing, that was another piece, because we bring in the unicorns, very high vibrational, who work with the children as well as adults who have any issues, or who want to connect back with their inner child, and they just help to bring back that joy, that connection, that fun again. And I think we can tend to lose that when we are with our families and busy with our responsibilities. So this is just a wonderful way to just clear all that out. And then now we're ready to step into the new earth and welcome in all the new opportunities that are ready for us.
Yes. It's beautiful. I love that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Bahar, as a beautiful mother of 2, would you like to share about your inner child healing, your teenage empowerment sessions, and one-to-one healing for parents and children, speaking into the cosmic unicorns?
Yes. So the one-to-one sessions, like I was saying, we offer those through. You can go through the website, the Cosmic Unicorn Trust, or you can contact me directly. We also do the star reports for children who would, if the parent wants to know a bit more about their life path, and then we speak to their higher selves to get a bit more insight into what they would like their guardians, parents to know. Then there's also the guardian empowerment sessions, which we've recorded, which would which also includes things like essential oils. We have some recipes. We have journeys, attunements with the unicorns, and we have the crystals, so connection to crystals. And then also we look at kind of advising how they can look at the child, observe the child, and see what are they interested in, to get more insight into them and what they are, what they're attuned to, what they like doing. or what the aptitude is. And of course, the SAR report would help with that if they were to do that. And and then the children's sessions are, complementary to that. If children would like to do that, that's just to help them. So all these things are through the Cosmic Trust, and you can contact me through there, or there's a link to my website, or through directly.
So again, that's bringing the higher realm wisdom and bringing it into the here and the now, and how we can physically embody or physically receive those beautiful frequencies from the unicorns that are allowing us to bring so much wisdom and healing to the inner childs.
Yes, definitely. The unicorns are, they just bring in that fun, and also the safety, the protection for the children. Many children have been through things, so they bring in that protection. And by attuning them also, it just can help when there can be conflicts in the house, or, children who are going out into school or whatever. There's all kinds of things that they're bringing in. So just being aware of how they can lay things out, how they can put things in the house, how they can, bring in the energy, call in the energy of these high vibrational beings to assist, because otherwise it can be very difficult for a parent on their own to sort everything out. I mean, I've experienced that as well, and I found that meditation, I think that's what drew me to meditation and to sort of more self-work. It was like, when there's so much chaos, how do you deal with that? You just bring it more in, and working on yourself. And then of course, by working on myself, that's shifted dynamics in the home and in the family. So that's the kind of things that we talk about in the Guardians course.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful offering to children and to families for their support here on Earth. Yes, beautiful. Mm-hmm. I've seen your cosmic art, light-coded art for New Earth. Would you like to share more about what inspired you to create beautiful gifts to assist with soul expansion, as well as maybe the creation process?
Yeah, so when we did the inner child, when I did the inner child workshops, we had attunements and we had journeys to the unicorn temple. And I found that, I wanted to express that after doing that. So I would just create this unicorn art and things like that, the unicorn garden, which we journey to, and the unicorn temple. It's like a sanctuary where the children can rest, and parents and things. So that was how I created that. And the other things like the goddess art, a lot of it came from spending years with the Himalayan yogi, learning from him. So a lot of what we do was connecting with the goddess consciousness, and the consciousness of Mother Earth and the divine mother, divine feminine. So that art came through there. There was other things like the rose, the blue rose, the pink rose that came through the temples. And a lot of it is connecting also by color. So the Amaraya flame, I use a lot of the Amaraya flame and the Amaraya color. I just love that color. And it's also connecting you to that Mother Ark consciousness. Then there's the violet flame. Violet connects you to that violet flame, and Saint Germain as well. And the other things, there's like other things that came up in between, like the lotuses, and many of them I got those through meditations. The lotus, the cosmic lotus, the 7 faces of the mother. That's all the 7 goddesses that I kind of, the goddesses that I connect to, or the faces of them. They're all one, aren't they? But it's just the different energies that they possess. And then the soul tree is like was kind of what I saw when I was in meditation. Going into the heart, going into meditation, releasing the past, and animal totems and things like that. So all those frequencies came through a lot of meditations and journeys, and then I put them together. Usually I sort of paint them and then scan them, work on them with Procreate computer programs, and changing colors and things like that, and adding, light frequencies and things in, and always with the intention that it's going to uplift people consciousness, it's going to connect people to the heart, remind them to go within, and just to, to be sovereign, to be free, to be themselves. Protection, so like the Ganesh is a very protective energy, and also, well, it's a very grounding energy of manifestation, and of the base chakra, and then the unicorns are very protective. So yeah, there's all that element of protection, sovereignty, freedom, but it's always about uplifting. I've found that I've always kind of painted or drawn these sort of images from childhood, like lotuses, roses, and then it turns out that I ended up working with them. So it's like I kind of was working with these things before I got to them. Like Krishna, I was painting Krishna for my whole teenage years, and that's what I've always been interested in drawing and painting somehow. More kind of like how do you assist people through art, I guess, and to work
that's important. I think, it's a visual piece, and with the light encodement inside of it, it will raise the frequency of your house. So you know what I mean, like, or depending, I noticed on Redbubble you can get a lot of different items, whether it be a shirt that you can place on yourself, or a coaster underneath the water, or a backdrop, or anything like that, just to lift the vibration of the house space or your area, that space, and something that you can visually look at and receive those beautiful light codes. Do you create custom ones for if someone has a request, or just more about self-expressing or expression of the cosmic wisdom that you're receiving?
Yeah, I do custom pieces. So on my website, if you go to the art section, there's Redbubble is at the top. There is Instagram, Blu-ray Infinity. That's where I posted all the canvases and things that people have asked for. So there was one for a priestess, which was all was about Sekhmet, and it had the energy of Sekhmet with all the elements came in. And it was a third eye activation as well. Then there was one that I did for a young girl who wanted, she saw the book that I had written on, it's on Amazon, it's The Girl with the Gift, and I had lavender in the background with the girl on the swing. So she wanted something like that. So I just put in like the cosmos and then lavender and things with her in there. And it was sort of like a self, soul portrait, or a self portrait, but with a different touch to it. So yeah, whatever people, ascended masters, or I did one of Guru Nanak. I have done one. I haven't done one of specifically of Mary Magdalene, but I did do kind of something which was actually, it was Mary Magdalene, but it was sort of more of an Isis type of thing for a friend. And then I've done like Yeshua and Magdalene in the background with twin rays in the front, and then the unicorns and the honey and all that. So that was for Stella actually, and her beloved. Beautiful. So yeah, just whatever anybody asks for, or what everybody wants, then I just do that.
That's great to know then. Yes, perfect. So with all our divine light illuminators, we love to ask them what their soul mission is to assist humanity's ascension, and of course, what is your new earth vision for humanity?
Yeah, so my vision is to see people really, just let go of the old paradigm, the old timeline, where they have been, maybe they have had difficulties, and we've all had things that we've carried and which have kept us feeling stuck. So just let go of that and stepping forward into the new earth with, sovereignty, freedom, with, going into their hearts, and just creating that joy as your compass, and that abundance consciousness, that, unconditional love, and moving away from the lack consciousness and all the the things that were in the old, old paradigm, and just stepping forward with freedom and joy and love and all the qualities of the heart, and being able to just be themselves and being sovereign and free, and empowering them to do that. So that is what I enjoy doing, and seeing people, kind of feeling freer and feeling happier and more abundant, and knowing what they want to do, having more focus, and of course that means letting go of all the stuck energies and things.
Yes. Beautiful. Yes. I definitely feel the vibration, the frequencies of New Earth, and your vision. It's beautiful as we grow as a collective in bringing in that unity consciousness and all those divine frequencies, and stepping into a whole new us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
And that's what we're doing, is now we're creating and envisioning the new Earth as we want to see it, and painting it with our magic paintbrush.
Yeah. All right. So we would like to thank you for your time and sharing your divine light with us. Is there any last words that you'd like to share, or a tip and tool that you would like to provide the audience with here?
Yeah, I would love to do a little short journey into the heart, and just to get people more centered into their heart frequency and heart consciousness. And thank you so much for having me. So if everybody just wants to put their hands on their heart, just create that bridge, and just take a deep breath. And as we take a deep breath, we make sure that our feet are nicely placed on the floor, grounded into the earth. And we feel through the feet the silver cord connecting us down through the rocks, through the minerals, through the water crystals, deep into the earth. And the silver cord takes us right down into the center of the earth and wraps around the center, grounding into that earth star, which is 6 to 12 inches below our feet, connecting us and activating that Merkaba in the center of the earth, which connects to our manifestation and our abundance and all the envision that we have for the new earth. So we connect into that vision, and we connect into that earth star, and we bring that consciousness of Mother Earth, which supports us, which holds us, and which grounds us, back through the rocks, through the minerals, the water, back into the feet. And we just feel that energy coming back up through the legs, the hips, through the torso, into the heart, and feel as we go into the flames in the center of the heart, the trifold flame, and we burn off anything that we no longer need to carry in this beautiful violet, emerald, and gold flame. And we step into the pearl in the center. And as we step into the pearl, we are completely surrounded by white light and protected with the black obsidian all around us. And we journey with this portal. In this portal, we journey into the divine sovereign grid, onto the divine sovereign grid, which is a beautiful grid of sovereignty, and it has all the wisdom and the truth of the new earth. There's violet, there's gold. And on this grid, as we enter the grid, we're going to step into the temple, the water temple, the elements temple. So it's a temple of all the elements, and especially water. And in this temple, we're surrounded by water and cosmic beautiful golden light. And the water is purifying, cleansing, healing every aspect of us and filling us with that frequency of lightness and freedom and sovereignty. And all around we have the cosmic energies of the elementals, of the earth element and of the water element, of the fire element, of the air element. And these cosmic dragon energies are grounding, they are cleansing, they are empowering, and they are lightening up and freeing. So with all the elements, they're going to completely balance out our elements within as well as without surrounding us. They are going to assist us to really align and free us of any baggage, anything that has held us back, any misalignments, in manifesting or in feeling grounded. We're going to have that completely balanced by these very special cosmic dragons that are here in this temple. And they are giving us a special warm, surrounding us with a special hug as they come and put their wings around us. You've got the earth dragon surrounding us now, and we feel that grounded presence. We've got the water dragon coming and putting its wings around, and now we feel cleansed and purified. We've got the fire dragon, and this is also purifying and empowering and just giving us all that we need, all that energy. And the air dragon that comes and hugs us and comes on the other side and puts his wings around. So all four of the dragons are now around us, and the air dragon is just uplifting and connecting us to our heart as well as to the higher realms, and also giving us those wings so that we can fly and be exactly as we are intended to be, exactly as we came here to be, with all the gifts. They are returning those gifts to us and reconnecting us to those gifts from the higher realms, from the cosmic frequencies, and connecting us to our soul star, stellar gateway. And the unicorns are also connecting us to the stellar gateway. They're also adding their presence, their wisdom, their joy, their majestic qualities of knowing our worth and knowing our strength, knowing who we are. And as we feel this beautiful cosmic hug from all these beings, we just feel completely filled to the brim with love and with joy. And now these beings start to move back to their places, and we come back into the water, purify off and cleanse off and connect to the crystals within us and the crystals all around this cosmic, beautiful water. And we come back through the divine grid and back through to the heart, into the flames, the trifold flames. We've closed the door behind us, and we're in those flames of violet, emerald, and gold. And back into the pearl, back onto the flower, and just feel that groundedness again. Your feet grounding into the floor, and you rub your hands and put them on your face. And just breathe back into your heart. I hope you enjoyed that journey.
Yes.
One.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Many beautiful colors, crystals, the elements. The dragons, but the most was the elements in the water that I was shown. But basically,
Yes.
like beautiful pearls and everything. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I love the element of water, and this is the element that I tend to work with more than the others. But the others also come in and balance the water element out. But the water element is so cleansing and purifying. So that's the one that I tend to use. Also, bring into sessions with people, and it's a wonderful way to connect them to that, also to that Magdalene consciousness and the consciousness of Mother Mary and Lord. So yes, I do love that element. But thank you so much.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was beautiful.
Yes, thank you for your beautiful essence and sharing it with the world in so many different ways.
Mhm.
You know, right from your art to your healing modalities, just absolutely phenomenal. And I know Alicia and I are very privileged and honored to have you here with us today.
Oh, and I'm very honored as well to be with you, and with you, Ava, and with you, Alicia. And also, I love the work that you're doing and all your beautiful frequencies and transmissions and art as well. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So we will be leaving all of Bahar's details, her website link, her Facebook page, her groups, YouTube channel, I think you had, and the Cosmic Unicorns Sovereign Trust, and definitely her link to her cosmic art. It'll all be in the description here. So for those of you who are desiring to connect with her further, and we are welcoming all conscious souls and starseeds who are embodying their divine essence and ascension journey to gather with us in our Crystalline Ascension Global Community, which is a private network. And you can find us at crystallineascension.mn.co. Or if you're a Divine Light Illuminator, we welcome you to email us at info@crystallineascension.com to book a light sharing chat with Eva and I to share your divine light and essence with humanity. So until then, thank you again. Such an honor, Bahar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.